right, welcome, welcome everybody. Start to find a comfortable seat. As we were just saying, your comfortable seat is completely unique to you. It's like meditation is completely unique each time we enter into it or each time we approach that part of ourselves or that interaction with ourselves. It's unique. It's said that when you have a really great day or a really wonderful meditation experience is to enjoy it and then let it go completely, forget about it. Because if you look to get into meditation the same way again, it will never happen the same way twice. So you will create disappointment in yourself looking for it to feel like it used to feel, right? And this is what our mind does all the time, is it stays connected to the way something was, the way it used to be. And then it tries to recreate that over and over again, and it doesn't work, so it gets disappointed. So our first practice in meditation is be here today, now, not yesterday, without looking for anything to feel the way that it used to. It feels the way it feels today. So find your seat today, which may be completely different from what it was the last time you sat. Be honest with yourself. If your feet are cold, put on socks. If you need a blanket on your legs, put one on. Good. Pay attention to your surroundings. And then as you start to settle into yourself, pay attention to your inner surroundings. I want you to squeeze your toes, squeeze your feet, and then relax them. And then squeeze all the way up into your shins, your calves, and then relax them. And squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then relax. And squeeze into your low belly, below your belly button. Just draw in, gentle squeeze. And even squeeze Mula Bandha if you want, to squeezing the internal pelvic floor, the sex organs. And then release. Good, and then squeeze into your navel. So all the way belly button, draw in and back, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then relax. Good, and then squeeze. Feel like you're pulling your arms against your ribs. So squeeze in. See if you can squeeze your rib cage. Squeeze the muscles of your back. And then release. Squeeze behind your shoulder blades. And then release. Shrug your shoulders up high towards your ears. Squeeze. And then release. Good. Squeeze into your upper arms. Squeeze your biceps. Yeah. Make a muscle. Popeye. And then release. Squeeze into your forearms. Squeeze your hands. Make fists. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then release. Nice. And then squeeze your face. Squeeze your jaw. Squeeze your eyes. Your nose. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then release. Good. And now find where it feels like the top of your head is floating back in space. So it settles into a nice neutral line with your tail, which is dropping into the floor. Like you're suspended on a string, going straight through that neutral line. It's not a straight line, but it's a neutral line. Let yourself hang on that thread. So the shoulders are relaxed, hands relaxed, thighs relaxed, feet relaxed. Begin to feel the breath. Inhaling the sensation of the breath as it flows through the nostrils, down into the belly. And the exhale, the sensation of the breath rising up and out. And breathing in again, feeling the sensation of the breath. And exhaling the sensation of the breath, letting the mind sort itself out. Right, there are stages to entering into meditation. The breathing, the pranayama, the focus on your breath focus on the way, the patterns that your inner energies are moving. Is one of those initial steps to freeing the mind to come into meditation. So as you are breathing, begin to count the inhale, inhaling to the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Continue like this. If this feels the count of 4 is a little bit short for your breath, extend it. But keep the breath equal on all sides. So if you'd like the inhale to go to 5, you pause for 5, exhale for 5, and pause again for 5. If your breath goes longer than that, continue up to whatever number, whatever count there is that you can easily sustain, keeping the breath equal on all sides. And the pausing in between is a gentle holding. There's no squeezing, there's no tensing. If you find yourself starting to grip in your body or in your mind, back your count down 1 and don't complain. There is no magic number that if you can get your breath to that point, it means that you're enlightened or that meditation will be easy. It's unique. The whole purpose of pranayama is to become so familiar with the way that your own inner energies move. You're able to reorganize them. It allows for space. And into space is where meditation arises. So an equal breath, inhaling, pausing, exhaling, pausing. So you can observe the sensation of the inhale, the pause full of breath, and sensation of the exhale, and pausing, withholding breath. And developing a capacity to stay in your awareness, and building the capacity for all parts of your physical breathing mechanisms to become stronger. You can change the count. If it feels like it needs to go higher, lengthen it. If it feels like it's creating disturbance, drop it down. If your mind is getting bored with counting the same number over and over, connect with that sensation of boredom. Relax around it. If the sensation is there, it's part of meditation today. Contents of your mind, whatever they are part of meditation today. The steady thread of counting the breath weaves you in and out of those inner thoughts, inner patterns. And watch your resistance and relax around it. Because isn't it fun to be irritated? Last round of this breath, you're taking your final inhale, pausing, exhaling, pausing. And then as you release this technique, you're moving right into the next one. It's Sitali Breath. So this is either an O-shaped mouth, or you can stick the tongue out and curl it into a little straw, sipping the breath on the inhale through the tongue or the lips. Then you close the mouth, exhale through the nose. Good. So you're sipping the breath in through the tongue or an O-shaped mouth. And then exhaling through the nose. Good. Keep going like that. Sipping the breath in through a curled tongue or an O-shaped mouth. Exhaling through the nose. This is a breath that's said to be a cooling breath, meaning that on a physical level, it reduces heat. On an energetic level, the cooling is the soothing of the nervous system. It's the soothing of the agitated places where there's too much of that internal heat. And many of us live our lives in states of varying degrees of inner agitation, irritation. We may become very skillful at controlling how we act that out on the outside. But all that really matters in meditation is your inner world. You can't hide from yourself. So we use the breath to soften those agitated edges. Instead of denying what's in our mind, as we actually sit with it. We circulate that energy into different patterns, more soothing patterns. So that we may still be irritated, but we're relaxed. We may still be upset or sad or fearful, but we're relaxed. So whatever is in your mind today, this is part of meditation. Sip the breath in through the curled tongue, O-shaped mouth, exhale through your nose. And sit with whatever is in you to sit with. And with your next exhale, release the breath. Feel for a moment. And then in that inner world, you can imagine this however you'd like, but as you are setting a table for guests to arrive, you can place on that table whatever you'd like, just open space for a guest to arrive. You can make it as elaborate a visualization as you choose: tea, coffee, cookies, 3-course meal, whatever. Or just open space. And then begin to invite whatever is in your mind already to come sit with you. So you invite your irritation, you invite your resistance, imagine them to appear however they appear to you. As separate beings, they sit with you. Imagine your sadness, your anxiety, your fear, your doubt, your insecurity, your impatience. They're all different beings, whatever is in your mind, unique to your mind. As it appears, you invite it in, come sit. There is the feeling of all of that contents of your mind is in your mind, but it is still, there is still space. You are not your thoughts. The presence of those ideas, emotions, memories. You sit with them as separate beings and see what gifts have they brought you. If the elaborate visualization does not make sense, just sit with those feelings. As they are invited into your inner space instead of being pushed away, you can relax in their presence. It may not be a comfortable feeling yet or ever. You can feel the space between you and those thoughts, those identities. Just one more moment sitting with open invitation to the contents of your mind as characters. And then imagine in whatever way you'd like, say your goodbyes. Thank them for coming to sit with you. And open the invitation that they may go or stay. Bring your awareness back to the sensation of your breath. You may have some of those guests, those uninvited guests to meditation still sitting. Let them sit and come back to your breath. Begin to follow the breath, inhaling through the right nostril mentally up to the space of the third eye. Then exhaling, sending that breath out through the left nostril. And breathing in through the left nostril, up to the third eye, and out through the right. Breathing in through the right nostril, up to the third eye. Don't skip that part. And exhale out through the left. And inhaling up through the left to the third eye. And out to the right. You inhale through the right nostril. You imagine the sun rising into your mind, into that space of the third eye. The sun rises, hits the horizon, third eye. Exhale, the sun begins to set as you breathe out through the left. As you inhale through the left, the moon rises up into that space of the third eye. As you exhale, the moon begins to set out through the right. Inhaling through the right nostril, the sun rises, space of the third eye, inner sun. Exhaling out through the left. Inhaling through the left, the moon rises, moonscape. Exhaling through the right. Continue with the mental breathing, drawing that image of the sun into the space of the third eye. Letting it set, and then breathing in. The left nostril is the moon, rising into the space of the third eye. And letting it go. Continue with the visualization. If it's working for you, stay with the breath. And also, if the sun and the moon doesn't resonate, use the image of inhaling through the right and feeling your left brain light up. As you inhale through the left, feel your right brain, right hemisphere of the brain light up. So as you are breathing, you are alternating, like turning on a light switch. Right nostril, left brain. Left nostril, right brain. Or the sun rises and the moon rises. Everything is prana. Your breath is prana. Your body is prana. Your thoughts are prana. How they appear in any moment is unique. Meditation is weaving your awareness in and around how the prana is moving. So that whatever its patterns, what is felt is a relaxed state of wholeness. Next time you exhale through the left nostril, release the visualization, release the technique, just sit. Feel the space that is not right or left, but is both. Space of the third eye may be feeling open wide. And send your awareness from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes, scanning the body, paying attention, inner landscape. Reconnect to having 10 fingers, 10 toes, and internal organs, a brain, a spine, skin. Connect to your senses. You have eyes and ears, sight and sound, taste, smell, touch. And stay relaxed. The internal world stays very open, but you are still present in this external world. Relaxed. And bring the hands together in front of the heart center, please, palm to palm. Dropping your chin towards your chest, a bow to yourself for taking the time, for paying attention. Whatever was or wasn't comfortable, or whatever did or didn't work, if you feel like you are good at meditating today or not, thank you for sitting. Because that's all meditation practice is the desire and the willingness to sit with how things are today. So good job. Slide the thumbs up to the space between the eyebrows. Namaste. Thank you guys so much. Time really does fly when we're doing this, right? Let me know how that went if you'd like, or enjoy the rest of your